Clematis is a beautiful and versatile perennial vine in the ranunculus family. There are also trailing and woody shrub varieties. Most clematis are hardy in USDA zones 4 to 8 with varieties that vigorously grow to 30 feet high. Clematis are among the most decorative and stunning of all flowering vines. They are versatile as these plants can be added in the garden in many creative ways. Growing them on a trellis will add vertical interest in the landscape. Let a vigorously growing type climb on the pergola will allow you to enjoy a canopy of large flowers. Use your fence as the plant's support and it gives you a striking wall of flowers. Clematis can be a companion plant for wisteria. Pair the pink blooms of the clematis with the bluish-purple flowers of wisteria for a spectacular show. Choosing the right location to plant clematis is important for the best growth and blooms. The stem and foliage needs full sun while the root system needs a cool, moist environment. Give the plants at least 6 hours of sun in the morning and some shade during the hot afternoon sun. The flower color tends to fade when exposed to the intense summer sun. To keep the root system cool, apply a layer of 2-inch thick mulch on top of the soil to retain moisture or plant low-growing shallow-rooted perennials around it. Clematis should be planted in fast-draining soil, enriched with organic matter. Neutral to slightly alkaline soil pH is recommended. Water thoroughly to help the plant develop a strong root system. Water regularly in the first year and don't let the soil dry out during a hot summer spell. Once the plant is established, it will continue to thrive. Clematis are heavy feeders. Apply an all-purpose garden fertilizer around the base before spring growth. During the growing season, feed them with a low-nitrogen fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks. Pruning will depend on which of the 3 groups your clematis belong to. The pruning method will depend mainly on the time of year the plant flowers. If unsure what type of clematis you have, just let it grow for a year and figure out when it blooms. Group 1. Early flowering clematis bloom during early spring in the months of April and May. Prune these back as soon as they are done blooming. Group 2. Large flowered clematis bloom on new growth in mid-June and again in late summer. Lightly prune in February or March by removing any dead or weak stems. Group 3. Late flowering clematis flowers on new growth in mid-June through fall. Prune in early spring by removing any dead and weak stems by cutting off up to 3 feet of each stem. The most common disease is clematis wilt. Remove all diseased stems as well as clean off all dead leaves and other plant debris in the fall to reduce the overwintering of diseases. There are no significant pest problems with clematis. Gardeners have a wide selection of clematis species and cultivars to choose from that will suit all areas of the garden. Flowers can be 4 to 7 inches wide and attract pollinators such as bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. Thank you for watching.